In this video, we're taking on Nashville's southern food that could kill you. Nashville, Tennessee is home to cowboys and country stars. And yes, they have their Nashville hot chicken. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll find talented and twisted chefs whipping up foods heavier, greasier, and tastier than anywhere else in the USA. Today I'm on a mission to take on this state's wildest, most calorie-dense, burst over-the-top food innovation. Ooh, that was looking good. And it all starts with breakfast. We have come to our first location, a location that used to operate out of this VW bus, but has since graduated to this brick and mortar right behind me. It's a restaurant known as I Dream of Weenie, and they specialize 100% in hot dogs. Boom, I'm here with Leslie, the self-described Weenie Queenie, the CEO of Wieners. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Sonny.
Today I'm going to be focusing on a special hot dog called the Hot Southern Mess. Can you walk me through what this is?
Okay, so I see you've been exploring our secret menu, which we don't have posted in the restaurant. It features our house-made pimento cheese. We also put our creamy Southern style slaw on top of that, and our Tennessee hot chow.
Right now we are in the Weenie station, and I'm about to see how this Hot Southern Mess. That's a different type of hot dog. They don't have that here. Let's get into it.
So the first thing that we do is we steam the hot dog bun. We think the bun is a very important part because it's the first thing that hits your mouth. So we want to make sure that that's nice and fluffy, super steamy coming out. Then we have our dogs that we grilled earlier coming over here. As we talked about earlier, the Hot Southern Mess features pimento cheese, and this is just a cheddar cheese spread that has pimento peppers in it. And then we have our creamy Southern slaw, and then this is Tennessee hot chow, which is the sweet and spicy relish, cabbage base, and that's how we make our Hot Southern Mess.
Leslie inside is doing something right because this is where she used to work out of, and she was kicking out, oh, a Cybertruck. Oh, very fun. And she was kicking out so many hot dogs that she was able to afford a brick and mortar. It's the American dream, basically, to go from a hot dog mobile to a hot dog house. Beyond that, this is my first taste of Southern food here in Nashville, and I am excited. Take a look at these buns. Leslie has the best buns. Oh, it's delicious. It's sweet, it's tangy. I took as big of a bite as I could, and I somehow missed the dog. There's some smokiness from the grill, and then it's staying nice and steamy until the time you order it. It's a perfect hot dog. Beyond that, the bread's almost even better than the dog. I gotta say, amazing. But this is not our only dog for the day. For breakfast, we have another one right here. Let's go inside and see how it's put together. I wanna get into a little bit of the history. You started as kind of a food truck.
Yes.
Now you're in a brick and mortar. Why did you decide to pursue the world of weenies?
I had always had a dream of owning a little restaurant, and it just so happened that this became available. And I was like, this is tiny enough that I'm not gonna mess it up. Here I am almost 15 years later, and we've moved into a brick and mortar, so I guess I did okay.
Next, we're gonna walk through the making of the REUBEN weenie. Let's see how it comes together.
I'm gonna add some Swiss cheese on top, and it's just gonna be hanging out here for a minute while we braise the kraut. We're gonna put a little bit of melted butter down, then we're gonna put the kraut down, throw in some black pepper, let that get heated up on the griddle here, and put the kraut on top. And then we top it all off with our house-made remoulade sauce, which is, I like to describe it as a Cajun Thousand Island dressing. This is the Southern twist on a weenie-fied REUBEN.
This is gonna be a much more manageable bite, but still, it's a lot of dog. Let's give it a shot. Oh, that's nice. I come from Minnesota. What we use for spices in Minnesota would be like mayonnaise, the end. Here in Tennessee, I'm feeling a little bit more dynamic flavor, especially a little bit of heat, a little bit of sourness, and all of that going with the nice savory flavors that are in that hot dog. The best part about this is that melty Swiss cheese. To a 12-year-old me, this is like fine dining. That said, this is just our first location out of 4 today. Let's keep moving. Now, you cannot come to Nashville without trying some Nashville hot chicken. But what is Nashville hot chicken? Nashville hot chicken is crispy fried chicken brushed with a cayenne spiked hot oil paste after frying, giving it an intense, lingering burn. It's always served with white bread and pickles to soak up the chili oil and balance the heat. And that's just coming off the top of my head. Now behind me is a restaurant known as Pepperfire Hot Chicken, and here they're taking Nashville hot chicken to another level. Let's go inside and take a look. Boom, I'm here with Isaac. Isaac, put her there.
Hey, man.
Here you're serving Nashville hot chicken.
Yes.
Are you doing things differently than other folks here in Nashville?
We try to hold to the early traditions of hot chicken, but we've always kind of been the redheaded stepchild of this thing. So for us, we've expanded the menu. The early adopters had breast quarters and leg quarters, and it's really all they had. We brought in tenders and a lot of fun stuff like our pepper cheese and our Applejack.
So that brings me to the Applejack. This is what we're gonna be focused on today. We're gonna head into the kitchen and see how it's made.
We're gonna lay out a bunch of bread here. We're just gonna take a little bit of mayonnaise. Think of the mayonnaise as glue for the cheese. We're gonna grab some of our pepper jack cheese.
I like this, 2 slices of jack on each slice of bread.
And then from there, we're gonna come back and just fold these over. Once we've got our pepper cheese made, we'll run it through our egg wash, bring it over here to the panko. That's just about ready.
So all of this is being done essentially to make the base for the Applejack.
Now that we've got these pepper cheese made, we're gonna bring them over here to the fryer and put them in the basket. Definitely gonna cover those up because they will float. Minute 45 later, they'll be awesome.
While the pepper cheese base is frying, it's time to prep the chicken. First, take the chicken breast, already soaked in egg wash, and coat it with flour. Then deep fry it until each piece turns golden brown.
Can you tell me a little bit about how this menu item came to be?
It actually almost didn't happen. On day one, I made 4 pepper cheeses that day. And when I went home, I said, I am never making this dish again. It took too long. And fortunately, the local writer in town wrote a glowing article about how it reminded him of carnival food and his childhood growing up. And so we kept it. And over time, the tenders kept getting closer to it in the box. At some point, somebody called up and they really wanted us to start putting the chicken on top of it to get all the sauces into it. And that became the Tender Royale. And then the Applejack came when one of the boxes, the apples actually broke inside the box and fell onto the Tender Royale.
Wow, it sounds like it all came together on accident.
It did. Now we're gonna put our special sauce on it. This is how we make hot chicken. A little bit of an oil dip, bring it over here, let it drip a second, and then we're gonna hit it with our special seasonings.
My God, that looks like a lot of seasoning.
Now for the assembly. 3 big pieces of hot chicken go right on top of the pepper cheese. And for the final twist, cinnamon apples.
And that's how we make our Applejack.
As you can see, Tennessee comfort food is wild. Every stop hands us something heavier, greasier, and way too good to say no to. It's a constant battle between pleasure and regret, kind of like shopping online without help, which is why I use Coopert, the sponsor of today's video.
Coopert is an AI-powered super shopping assistant that saves you money automatically. And honestly, it's become the go-to for me and my team. We're always buying gear and travel stuff online, so it helps a lot. It has a free browser extension that works on Chrome, Edge, Opera, Firefox, and Safari. Just install it, make an account, and shop normally. When you hit checkout, tap the Coopert button, and it will run through all the best coupons from over 3 million retailers and apply the best one. You also get cash back from more than 76,000 stores. And you can cash out through PayPal, gift card, or bank card. Plus, it compares prices across other sites, so you know you're not getting ripped off. And just so you know, Coopert doesn't steal tracking links. Also, it has a Trustpilot rating of 4.7, a better rating than my own mother has of me. Grab Coopert from our description below and start saving right away. Now, back to the show. All right, folks, this right here is the Applejack, but this right here is the origin story. And I feel like to understand this, I have to start with this. This is Nashville hot chicken, not mid chicken, not mild chicken, hot. And when you look at the menu, they have about 6 different options as far as hotness goes. This is, I believe, a spice level 4, and it looks like it. Let's give it a shot. Oh my God. When you peel it off the bread, this is a kind of oily, spicy residue that remains. I'm gonna try to rip this apart and reveal the chicken within. Oh, time to give it a shot? Let's go. Juicy, crunchy. The heat, it's like a slow build. I'm feeling it in my throat. That's not that bad. But right here, this is something a little bit different. This is just pure skin with caked on spices. That's different. Super salty, insanely spiced, vibrant flavors. Oh, take a look at that. Juicy, gorgeous chicken breast. I've heard so much about Nashville hot chicken. It's my first time having it, and I gotta say it's unlike anything else. I'm in love. But that's just the chicken. This right here is the Applejack. They have spicy elements, sweet elements. It kind of reminds me of a Nashville chicken and waffle. Step 1, I want to taste this chicken and apple combination together. Wow. It is like eating the inside of a hot apple pie. The chicken has warmed up the apples. Beyond that, you have crunchy, juicy chicken. It's spicy. This is quite a flavor combination. What I like about America is we combine our dinner with dessert, and then we still want dessert after that. Oh no. but that is just part of the Applejack. Underneath here, the grilled cheese absolutely full of piping hot pepper jack. Oh my gosh. That is a cheese pull. This is not stunt food. He didn't just make this for me. This is what everybody gets when they come here and they order this. I like that he's staying on theme. When it comes to the cheese inside, it's pepper jack. There's even hot spices in the cheese. From here, I think we need to combine everything together. We have the grilled cheese. Let's put on a little bit of chicken and some of those apple wedges. When it comes to American food that will kill you, I think we have met our match right here. The only way this could be more dangerous is if it had a switchblade. This is a wild meal that will rock your socks off. And I'm not just saying that because Isaac gave me $2,000 to say that. Oh wait. So that is Nashville hot chicken and that is the Applejack, but as spicy as this is, we are just warming up because next we have another Southern favorite that's been flipped on its face. Let's head to our next restaurant to check it out. Nashville is in Tennessee, and Tennessee is known for its Southern comfort food, and that is exactly what our next location specializes in. This is Maple Street Biscuit Company. Have you ever heard of biscuits and gravy? Well, here, instead of having two biscuits on the bottom, they take one of those biscuits and put it on top with a whole lot of love in between. Yeah, boy. Let's go inside now to see how it works. Boom, right now we are at Maple Street Biscuit Company, and I'm here with my guy, Jimmy. Jimmy, put her there.
Yeah, all right. How we doing?
That was a huge health violation. All right, Jimmy's gonna walk me through how this restaurant works. First of all, can you tell me a little bit about the food you're serving here?
So obviously it is based off the foundation of biscuit. We do all of our sandwiches on our freshly made biscuits that we make all day, every day.
Well, the biscuits in question are right here. My question is, what do you think it takes to make a good biscuit?
You gotta have the great ingredients. You gotta have some good, nice cold butter. So when it melts in there, when you bake it, it just gives you the nice flaky layers. But it's also the technique and passion.
Hold on. There's passion in there. Now this biscuit is gonna become a sandwich. So it's gonna be ripped in half like this. Here you can see those flaky layers he's talking about. It feels nice and soft in the middle. It's still warm. I wanna break a piece of this off. Will you biscuit with me?
I will biscuit with you. It'd be my pleasure.
That's a good biscuit.
Oh yeah.
Soft in the middle, a little crunchy on the outside, layers, flaky, flavored, rich, delicious. So everything starts with this. If they didn't have a delicious biscuit, they would have to downgrade to like a Biscuit LLC. I guess that's still a company though. Today we've come here for a particular biscuit sandwich, a sandwich known as the Five and Dime. Could you tell me about this sandwich and what's inside of it?
Obviously it starts with our passion biscuits here. I also have our flaky crispy chicken and then our pecan smoked bacon, a little bit of cheddar cheese, our wonderful delicious sausage gravy, and then you get to choose what kind of egg you want on that.
I like that Jimmy just keeps taking over the show.
I'm sorry.
He keeps bypassing me and talking directly to you guys.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
No, it's all good. So if you're talking typical, traditional Southern comfort food, you gotta talk biscuits and gravy. So I'm assuming that's kind of the inspiration for this dish.
I think we should start putting a little bit of everything of people's favorite, right? We started with the regular biscuits and then chicken, and then the guests love our bacon, and we kind of smothered it all together and just made the signature Five and Dime. We'll start with one of our nice, crispy, hand-breaded Cajun chicken. Place that on there, and then obviously some of our pecan smoked bacon, and we'll do 1.5 piece there.
What happens to the other half?
This waits for the other sandwich.
Oh, okay.
And then our cheddar cheese, slap that on there. Now we want to melt that cheddar cheese, and we're gonna put some of our Southern comfort, delicious sausage gravy. Just drip that all up in there.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we have a sunny side up here, but you can choose however you want to cook it. Slap that on top, and then we just throw the top layer there. And then we just, and that's how you make our signature Five and Dime.
All right, folks, Maple Street Biscuit Company. Maple Street. It sounds like there's not much crime. Sounds like they probably have an HOA, but that the house values are through the roof. That's a street I want to live on. Put me right on the cul-de-sac. Heck yeah. But when it comes to Maple Street, biscuits are their game. What's cool about this food right here is that it's something completely new. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Removing the toothpick, I'm gonna try to pick up everything, and I'm gonna bite it from the back. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Look at the interior, the cross-section of this sandwich. Incredibly delicious seasoned chicken breast. Are you a breast? Sounds like me on my first date. There's crispy bacon, and beyond that, everything is staying together pretty well. Look at this underlayer. This is like the naughty part you were never meant to see. Every component of the Five and Dime, they're all on point. The chicken, it's so soft and tender on the inside. Man, those biscuits, they really start to warm up because of the egg, because of the gravy, and so they're getting a little bit more pillowy, a little bit more doughy as they hold together all these hot ingredients. desperately done. A lot of you guys aren't gonna recognize some of the fun names for today's foods and restaurants. First of all, I Dream of Weenie. That's a play off I Dream of Genie, a TV show from forever ago. Then we have this, Five and Dime. The Five and Dime was basically a 1950s or 60s dollar store where you could go get fun items for 5 or 10 cents. Now for 5 cents, you can barely put a down payment on a cheeseburger. By the way, have you seen these apps where people pay for a Chipotle meal over 4 different payments? Guys, stop. In the end, does this work as a sandwich? Absolutely. Beyond that, what I love most about this is that throughout the day, we've really captured Southern food. Whether it's putting chow on a hot dog, whether it's having a hot chicken, or whether it's eating this. That said, we are not done yet. From here, we have one location remaining here in the city of Nashville in the state of Tennessee. This one might take me out for good. All right, guys, let me be honest with you. Right now, my meal stomach is completely full, but luckily, I have a dessert stomach, and that is ready for action. That's why we've come here. The Legendairy Milkshake Bar. The Milkshake Bar is where milkshakes become jaw-dropping dessert masterpieces, piled high with anything you can imagine that will drop you into a diabetic coma.
Some of their signature items include the birthday shake, cake batter ice cream, rainbow sprinkles, whipped cream, a vanilla ice donut, and a lit candle on top. Then there's the Cookie Monster, Blue Monster ice cream, Cookie Crisp cereal, whipped cream, blue marshmallow cream, and one extra large chocolate chip cookie. But today, I'm looking for something with a bit more of a Nashville theme.
Right now, I'm in the kitchen with Cheryl. Cheryl, what type of milkshake are we trying today?
So today, we are going to make the Sippin' Pretty in Music City, the Nashville exclusive shake. You can only get here in Nashville. First of all, we're going to scoop the salted caramel brownie ice cream into a malt cup. We're going to bring it over here to the blender, and we're going to add just a little bit of milk because we like our shakes to be thick. And we're just going to start blending.
Ooh, that was looking good.
It's thick. This is our decoration one station. This one has marshmallow cream rim. So we're gonna put that on the jar like so. Again, we're gonna roll it in marshmallow.
Oh, wow. So that's basically a food glue to make the marshmallows stick on top.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I ate actual glue, and I have a feeling this is much more healthy.
After that, we're gonna add the caramel sauce on the inside of the jar, and then we get to add the ice cream.
With the base already built, now it's all about the toppings. Vanilla whipped cream, a chunk of Goo Goo Cluster candy bar pressed right on top, followed by extra marshmallow and caramel sauce to finish it off.
So this one has cowboy hat.
This is what makes it the Nashville shake. I get to choose a hat. I'm gonna go with brown.
And we're gonna set it right on there like that.
Wow, beautiful.
And that is how you make our Sippin' Pretty in Music City exclusive Nashville shake.
This is a thing of beauty. But beyond that, it's not even close to the wildest thing they have here. It's just the most Nashville thing they have here. And I wanted to get a dessert that wears a cowboy hat. Also, it turns out it's not edible unless you've eaten edibles.
Then it might be.
So this is Sippin' Pretty in Music City. Let's get into it. First of all, a tip of the cap to this shake. I'm gonna put that down yonder. We're gonna work our way to this Goo Goo Cluster, but first, let's try some of this vanilla whipped cream. It is smothered in caramel and little bitty marshmallows. I'm the type of person who I will go to Starbucks and I'll say, oh, can I also get a cup of whipped cream? And they'll go, oh, for your dog? Yeah, for my dog. Let's give it a shot. This is not just whipped cream, this is a vanilla whipped cream. And you're getting delicious traces of caramel. The marshmallows are kind of camouflaged. They're hidden amongst all the whiteness, but definitely you taste them in your mouth like little delicious landmines. That's good. You have to literally tunnel through about 6 inches of whipped cream before you even get to the milkshake part. So this ice cream is salted caramel brownie. So it goes with the caramel on top, brownies on the inside. Oh, that's good. I'm telling you, no matter how much savory foods you have in a day, there's always room for this. Now with real chunks of brownie. My favorite part of making this whole thing is the machine that basically turns ice cream into a shake. So far I've tried every element except for this. This is the Goo Goo Cluster. Right now it's kind of made into a little lollipop. This is a very American candy, but a candy that not everybody knows. So it's made right here in Nashville. Let's give it a shot. It's super over sweet, but it's a perfect pairing for everything else that's in this glass. This is not even close to their most wild milkshake, but it's the only milkshake that comes with a cowboy hat. And when you're in Nashville, you always have to go with the cowboy hat. Today we went to 4 different deadly delicious destinations, but if I could only pick one food to kill me all the way to death, it would be the Applejack. The Applejack was amazing. It was so many new things in one experience. It was Nashville hot chicken. It was a grilled cheese with pepper jack cheese, and all of that with apples and cinnamon on top. I absolutely loved it, but I gotta say everything today was amazing. All these chefs were bringing their A game, from the hot dogs to the milkshakes and everything in between. I gotta say Nashville, when it comes to extreme foods, you got some game.